I just sold one of these 3 slabs for a record-breaking price. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another comic video. I have 3 sales to report that I sold on eBay. All of these sold within the last week. These are all, obviously you can see by the thumbnail and the pre-video. These are keys. Some of them are big. But I did sell one of them for a record-breaking price. So let's just go over the 3 sales real quick. The first one here is first appearance of Omega Red, X-Men number 4 from 1992, CGC 9.8, white pages. This book has been going up and down over the last few months. It peaked, I want to say, in the summer when they had really big rumors about Omega Red maybe showing up in Falcon Winter Soldier, and I think this went all the way up to like $300 or more. But I was able to get a couple of them in the raw, and the first one came back in 9.8, obviously, and I just put it up to see if anyone any takers. I just put it up there for about $200, and then best offer, I accepted it for $190. But you can see that the 90-day average is $221. And my cost on this is $88.71 with a net profit of $76.78 when you factor in the eBay fees as well as the shipping costs and whatnot. And that's for an ROI of 67.81%. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think that maybe in the long run, if we do see Omega Red in the MCU, this should spike quite a bit. But it is a 90s book. These are fairly cheap to get right now, and you can get them in 9.8s quite easily because there's a lot of them in high grade. And then they come back. I have a couple more that I'm still waiting to come back, and hopefully they're 9.8s. And they're cheap, and you can sell them for quite a bit more than what you paid for. You can see by the ROI. I think this will just go up the closer we get to X-Men. So that's the first one. Second one is Young Avengers number 1, the first appearance of the Young Avengers. Actually, not all of them, but most of them. But this one is an 8.5. I did a video when I unboxed this. I thought this was at least a 9.4, but after reading the notes, there's an indent on the back and some tanning and whatever. So that's what kind of hit the for a book from 2005. This is, to me, it's a low grade. You shouldn't be getting anything below like a 9.4, I think, from that time. But nonetheless, this is a hot book. A lot of spec behind it. I sold it for $270. The 90-day average of $221, which is on a upward trend. The cost for me was $232.81. After all the fees, and net profit's 5 cents. So it's this is basically a push even. I just wanted to not lose any money on this because I was thinking this would be a 9.4. So the fact that I didn't really lose anything and just moved on to somebody else that would really care about this, because I want to get a higher grade, so I'll be upgrading. But this one for sure something to look forward to when they do introduce a lot more the other characters, and then maybe they start coagulating, I guess, into one show, and then it might be Young Avengers. Okay, and the last one here, Avengers number 19, the first appearance of Swordsman from 1965. This has seen a huge uptick in sales value, whatever you want to call it, because of the show. This was undervalued before the show came out, and now that the show is out, I think the character is well received. Maybe we might see more of them, might not. But I sold this, you can see here, for $1,025 on an auction. So those other 2 were best offer listings. This is an auction because I wanted to see if this would be able to sell for more than what I would be able to list it as, because it is riding the wave of Hawkeye. And it's important to note, it is a 9.0, so it's like really high grade for a Silver Age, but it's white pages. So I think the white pages part really bumped up the price, because it's tough to get white pages from the Silver Age, especially in a 9.0, right? The 90-day average of this is $790, and you can see my cost only was $270.50. I remember I got this as a buy it now online when a guy just listed it right away for like $180. I just got it because it looked really good. My net profit after all the fees and whatnot, $614.20 with an ROI of 149.51%. So that went, did really well here, right? More than doubled my return. This book, the last one, I think you could see in the graph here this is from GPA. You could see that sale, the high sale for 2021, but it's also forever. If you look at it, it's the highest point there, $1,025. The next highest was the 700, 790, whatever. So this actually is a record breaker by a solid $200. I don't even know how this works when it comes to like Key Collector and when some of the other influencers do videos and whatnot, if a book like this would make it on there, because it is a relevant book of a relevant character in the MCU right now, because the Hawkeye show just finished. So I think I maybe just caught the correct at the right point, like right at the end of that wave, because it ended the week of the finale. So I think I timed it pretty well. I was wondering if I should have put it up before, but just kind of experimenting, because I know you normally want to put it up during the trailer. However, they didn't really show anything about this character at all in the trailer. So when you see him, it's kind of like seeing him for the first time in the show in action, and I think that's kind of what spiked the book a little bit. It got a lot of interest because you got to see Jack Duquesne do some work, right? And in a sense, that is his trailer, the first time you see it. So that's kind of like where everybody got all excited. But if they did show him quite a bit beforehand, for example, in Shang-Chi, when they showed Abomination, everybody got all excited, even though that was his scene. So when you see someone for the first time on screen, or an important character on a trailer or whatnot, that's usually when the spike will happen. I look at this akin to when Contessa Valentina Alerga de Fontaine showed up in Falcon Winter Soldier. We really didn't know that because it wasn't in any of the trailers, no news, nothing. There was rumors, and then when she showed up like the next week, the book spiked. So I think when we saw Swordsman show up on Hawkeye, then this book spiked up quite a bit, and I think I just right place, right time. I'm not sure if this will go that high, but it is a 9.0 white pages from Silver Age of a key character. So overall, I made $691 total from the 3 books. Really just the 2 books, but now I can upgrade that Young Avengers or something else, and I can move on to more books, future spec and whatnot. So just wanted to share, these sales, see how, I'm going to be experimenting here and there of how to put things up, when to put them up, if they should be on auction or if they should be unlisted. So I'll be doing the same thing with my She-Hulk 9.8, as well as the Marvel Premiere number 10, the first Prince of Shumagorath. The closer it gets to Doctor Strange, and we'll see how those prices go. To note, those 2 books will be on Comic Link in March. So I'll be doing a video when it sells. Hopefully, they do well. All right, well, that's what I got. If you guys enjoyed it, I'm really happy that I sold this for that high, because now I can move on to get a better Young Avengers. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and let me know when you think the best time to sell books like this, slabbed. And also, there's just like none out there that are 9.0s that were listed, so I think that helped too. All right, until next time, guys. Thanks for watching. See you.